Hey everybody, welcome back to the Local Pour. This is episode 3, and with me as always, Brownlee.
Hey, what up, guys? We also have our production guy, Eddie, here with us.
How's everyone doing tonight?
And our guest, Matt.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for having me, fellas.
Today we're going to talk about our ride last week at Indian Mountain. Josh, you want to start it off?
Well, it started off pretty good. We had to wait on some folks to get there.
Were you one of the people they had to wait on?
No,
He was behind us.
Yeah, he was
Okay,
he's
so
right
just
behind
followed
everybody.
Right behind you? Okay.
So we just kind of waited on the other people.
Nathan, probably.
No, Nathan backed out, actually.
Oh, well,
He backed out
imagine
the
that.
night
He
before.
backed out of the last podcast. He
Yeah.
backed out of this.
Oh, yeah, he's
Brownlee
good
talked
about it.
like
He
that.
backs
He was
out of
about to
work.
back out, too.
Yeah, I was. I ain't
He's
even gonna lie to you.
Like, I'm not going riding, and I was like, I will have your razor on the trailer. You're going riding with us. Josh, what was the beginning of the ride like?
It was good. Nobody tore nothing up.
Muddy as hell.
Yeah, it was very
It was
muddy.
muddy. It was real muddy.
How muddy was yours, Matt?
It took me 3.5 hours to wash mine.
I ain't even fully washed mine yet.
I spent $20 at the car wash and halfway washed mine.
I'd be pissed off if I was a car wash owner and you pulled in my car wash with that trash.
Shout out to Hemricks.
I'll tell you, the last time over at Thomas Crossroads, there's that new car wash that somebody bought over there. The way it works is like you just put your card in there, and then like however much time you use, and it charges you for the time until you turn it off. Well, I had pulled in behind this people who had obviously had just been mudding, and it was just covered in mud in there, and they didn't turn the thing off all the way. So I hosed the place down. I was like,
Their dollar.
I was like, it's on their dollar, and then I washed my car after that. I mean, what was I supposed to do?
I would have done the same thing.
I mean, don't leave the mud in there.
I washed the walls off at least. I didn't wash the floor. I washed the walls.
I washed everything up. So anyway, super muddy. Washed yours for how long?
3.5 hours. And that was at my house. I didn't go to the car wash because I'm not rich like Daniel.
And then you haven't even started yours.
I just sprayed the mud off mine.
He used a water hose.
I just used water hose, man. Just
I don't know how because that mud was as thick as peanut butter.
I got all the mud off of it. I just got to wash it now.
Get all the beer cans out from inside.
It was only 2, and that was behind my.
Where'd they go? Because dude, I killed 13 beers and 4 high noons that day.
I don't know. The box is in here somewhere.
I don't know where my beer was.
And you know, I was on that blackberry too,
That's probably it.
and I had a buzz ball.
We were taking pools of blackberry at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You can miss me with that. I don't drink liquor.
What? So just beer for you?
That's it. Just beer.
Just Busch Light?
Busch Light. I'll drink Natural Light. And I'll have a Bud Heavy every once in a while.
Occasional.
Woo. What?
Heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I get a headache from those, but if they taste good. I only had three beers left in my cooler when I got home out of that 18-pack.
Guessing somebody must have been drinking my beer.
And I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and had 3 beers there too.
Drink his beer.
No,
Somebody did. They
don't steal beer.
Wait, go open that cooler over there. I bet there's a 12-pack still in it.
It may be.
He don't even know what he's talking about.
Zero clues.
The hunter come over there with his 4-wheeler. Poor guy. He put a damper on Brownlee's parade. But first spot me, him, and Matt pulled up to ride around and look at everything. Hunter's playing Rascal Flats on his 4-wheeler. What hurts the most?
he was in his
We
feels.
over there and like thugging with some like Young Jock and some Petey Pablo and shit. And
Nah.
he was listening to
I was over there listening to Maroon 5. What you talking about?
y'all in the same category.
I'll put you in the same category on that one.
Don't ever do that.
Close enough.
Don't ever do that. Never.
That we found a few people in our group, met some new people, guys with more money than us. They had a Ranger North Star on 35s
With long travel.
with long travel. It was nice. He had AC and heat while we were freezing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, when they left, it was clean.
They were.
he didn't
they
have
were
to worry
clean.
about it. What else happened? Did you see Hunter go sideways in that trail on his 4-wheeler?
I did.
I was
did.
behind him.
Yeah. I was like, oh God, he's about
saw him
to
in the
flip
mirror.
this thing.
I saw him in my rearview mirror, and I looked back. I said, "There's enough people back there to help him." Me and my son kept riding. We never stopped.
I'll give him credit for a 4-wheeler that doesn't have like a whole bunch of stuff going on to it. He manages pretty well riding around out there. I mean,
Because he don't want to miss out.
well,
He's willing to die.
fair enough. But, when you've got somebody with 2 open seats, I think you probably.
3, because he had one.
That's true.
He won't
And
ride.
I did too.
He won't ride with me though. He's scared. I got.
You
Well,
tried
I
to
mean,
kill him.
you did layers on its side. So
I did not.
Didn't roll it.
I didn't say you rolled it. I listened to the first 2 episodes. I got you.
Please, thank you. I'm so tired of hearing that.
Quit telling
I barrel rolled mine on the pavement. So if anybody rolled theirs, it's
I'd
me.
have taken the mailbox. Sorry.
Dark. I was scared.
So wait, so you didn't roll it this time?
No, I
I mean,
didn't.
you didn't let it take a nap. What did you do?
Ran and slammed into a tree.
Yeah, I need to hear that story
bumper.
because I missed that.
So I don't before we get ready to go up that hill.
We were
last
leaving
hill.
Heroes.
Trail 24. That's
And
where we
so-
were going.
So like going on the trail, there's like this little cut kind of look up. Well, there was a razor up there, and I looked up, and I was like, "What up?" And
Right there.
ooh,
I wish
I was
I
like,
could've saw
"Oh!" They stopped to make sure I was all right, and I just
least
did
they
it
were nice
reverse,
about that.
took off.
It was the guy in that Pro R. That
Yeah,
red
the
and
Pro
black
R, that red Pro R.
4-seater.
I know I saw it, but I mean,
He was with us all day. The red and black 4-seater that had everything.
oh yeah, they were riding.
Funny.
They were in Cody's group.
Yeah,
So when Brownlee hit the tree, I didn't see him hit the tree, but I saw him after he hit the tree. The bumper was into the plastics. The headlight was pushed out. The hood was open. I mean, it was bad. He nailed the tree.
Really?
but I was all right.
That's all that matters. You were wearing your seatbelt,
Kinda.
baby. It wasn't buckled.
So we're all going to trail 23, 24, whichever trail it was.
24.
Y'all are all, I'm watching y'all go up one by one, and I was headed up there with y'all.
No,
And
you weren't.
yes, I actually was going up this trail. My son was like, let's just do it. And I was like, whatever.
You know, you're not going to scratch your powder coat like that.
Got it. The top right there. I don't even know how that got there.
Beat it up against some trees or something.
So we get there and the sign says, no ATVs allowed. And I turn and I look at Hunter. He looks at me and kind of shakes his head. And I was like, well, you want to go? And he's like, uh-uh. So I threw mine in park and got out. And I said, well, I'm going to stay with him. And Brownlee, tell him what happened.
Let's just say I was pissed.
Brownlee, he turned around. He said, I am so sick of people riding with us that have four-wheelers. You need to buy side by side so we can ride together. This is ridiculous. I'm fucking leaving. Brownlee took off.
Went straight back to the truck.
That trail, you would think, which I've been, so that trail goes back to the top of God's Path.
That's
If
It's
you-
the back side.
That's the backside. If you keep going, we actually came back out. Where is that spot that, what's your buddy's name that has, no, the other guy,
the one with the Turbo S.
the Pro XP that I rode with when I broke mine the last
Chip.
Chip.
Yeah, we ended up back on the hills where he went up those hills or whatever, and I was riding with him. We come out there. So we just made almost a big circle if you really think about it.
Yeah.
But if you ride that the rest of the way up, you end up at God's Path, which is, I'll go ahead and tell you, it's a pretty rough one. If the last time I went down it, I wouldn't want to go up it that way. But I mean,
Text message said if I'd have known it was like this, I'd have stayed with y'all.
well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty rough. You got to think, like I already don't beat the hell out of mine as it is. But
I do.
I mean, there was some pretty good stuff on that one.
So we get over to Brownlee. We're looking for Brownlee, and I was like, surely he went to the truck. So I was like, come on, Hunter, we're going to the truck. We get to the truck, and Brownlee's turned facing the ramps. And we pull up, and he's pissed. He's over there like jamming to himself. And he's like, Hunter, put that piece of shit on the trailer. Hunter didn't say a word. Hunter drove right up on the trailer and parked and started ratchet strapping it down. He wasn't having that.
Should have done that from the beginning.
Right.
He should have left it.
So he did. I don't know why he wanted us to go back so he could hop on it.
We went God's Path. He rode with me.
Yeah, I know. I was.
Just stayed with Daniel.
I think I mean, everybody wants to ride on their own stuff. I get it. But at the same time, if you're at a park like that, in my opinion, you're just better off not on a four-wheeler. Like
There's
there's,
trails is different.
there's just too much stuff going on there that four-wheeler has no business on.
But then you missed the Coliseum.
Oh, so
That was-
we're there. He straps his stuff down. I said, Hunter, get in. Brownlee needs to calm down. We're going to go for a ride. Because Brownlee was heated. Like, I could see the steam coming off his forehead. There ain't no hair up there, so you could see it. So we ride to Coliseum, and we're sitting there watching. Me and Brownlee have a little guy talk with my son. I was like, all right, well, it's getting late. Let's go, let's go to the house. Bree's going to meet me at the house, and we eat dinner. I go put my harness on, and I turn to leave, and Brownlee's still trying to figure out how to strap his harness on because he had a few drinks. And I turn and I look, and all I see is the bottom of a Honda Talon. And then I saw this Honda Talon going backwards. And once they got up, they hit a little ledge or something at the top, and it kicked them over, flipped the guy and the girl down, hit a tree, it slowed them down, and they rolled all the way to the bottom. Me and Brownlee were the only ones to run down there and help them. They had welded doors on this Honda Talon. It ripped the doors off.
The door came off the driver's side.
Always miss all the good.
It was good.
Didn't y'all see me go by?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did actually.
I didn't even know y'all
My
had
boy's
went-
like, there went Matt. And I'm like,
See,
Yeah.
I was on my way back to the truck because I could not have imagined that y'all went back to the truck, dropped the four-wheeler off, and then come back out because you were talking about wanting to be home to eat dinner with the kids and all. So I just assumed y'all were gone. If I had known y'all at the Coliseum, I'd have stopped there.
oh, it was pretty good. And we rushed down there and helped them and flipped it back over. A couple other people and the girl,
That-
she
that girl
swore
was
she
hurt.
wasn't hurting.
She was hurting. And they did have on helmets.
Imagine. I was sore after that wreck that I had in mind, and I didn't roll down a hill or anything. I mean, all I'm wrong. It was rough. It was real rough for my old lady. She didn't have as much of a time as I did.
Forced you right then.
They're not married yet.
Well, then I'm like, hey, Brownlee. Brownlee gets to the top, and I'm like, hey, Brownlee, get my razor and come get me.
Oh, then I got stuck.
I wasn't running my fat ass up that hill. So I get in this random guy's 4-seater. He's like, "Oh, you don't need a harness. Come on!" And it's on like portals and shit. And it's like an XP. And he's taking me back to the car. And I look over and I said, "There's my razor coming to me." And he's like, "I'll let you out here." And I was like, "All right." You know, the bottom of the Coliseum, there's those tires that are buried. Brownlee just rode over and teeter-tottered, just got
I
stuck.
centered on it. Even
So this guy had to pull a winch to get my razor off. And
you
finally,
know you're not pulling yours out.
no, I'm not pulling my winch.
Brand new. Hey,
I pulled it once.
Brand new. I'm not
Pulled it
pulling.
once.
You pulled it to get me out.
Pulled Brownlee out one time.
I just got mine fixed. They don't sell just the remote for whatever reason. So you have to get the remote and the control box that goes to the remote, and then you have to swap all that over because everything's got to match numbers and part numbers. Got a new box, a new winch, remote, and all that fun stuff. So,
Sold the razor and got a new one.
well, you know, Daniel, we can't all be rich like you.
I'm not rich. I hadn't worked a full
No.
week in 6 months.
I don't know. A lot
haven't
of people,
either.
A lot
So-
of people think you rich, man.
And God dang, Daniel,
Man,
I won't,
I'll
I
trade
won't name
bills
off
with
the amount of expenses you have, but we'll just say that it's enough.
Corey's trying to get me to buy a motorhome now, and I'm like, I talked him into buying a razor, and we drove to 12 hours in the truck today, Tennessee, to get his razor, and for some reason I told him I'd ride with him. He's like, well, look up motorhomes on the way home. He's like, I did my part. It's your turn now. I'm like, dude, they got cabins and shit at every place. Like, we can stay in a cabin. We can do this. We can rent a camper.
Getting the cabins, though.
Yeah.
Then you still like I'm sure that they're probably a lot better than they look on the outside.
Farmhouse is nice.
But those cabins at Indian Mountain,
They look a little rough.
some of them
look pretty rough.
Yeah, they look
Like some of them are actually just campers that they built porches around. But I mean, I won't hate on them because I've never stayed in one. But if I could have a camper, I would have a camper.
And you got it.
I'm building a house, Daniel. I'm sorry, I don't have the money for this.
I tried to get Jessica to buy a camper. That was a no-go. And then I was trying to talk my brother-in-law into getting one. And then that way, then we would get one, but it never worked out.
See, we're going to go riding with
I
Corey.
mean, I was pushing hard for it,
We'll end up with another one. Our problem is we don't like bugs. When you go camping, you walk outside at night, the lights are on, there's flies flying around, and she gets irritated.
In the winter, you ain't got to worry about that. If it's cold outside, you ain't got to worry about that.
I've seen some pterodactyls out there.
And hey, you can't be a bitch all your life.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something
We'll
else,
go with
but
that.
We'll go with
I keep it to myself.
Keep it PG-13.
Anything else exciting from the trip? I didn't get a speeding ticket on the way home this trip.
Yeah, you didn't. I mean, we all.
Tried to give me one on the way there.
Man, I was just
This
cruising.
man told me, he's like, you got, by no means do I, but he's like, you got the fastest truck in Coweta County, you can't even keep up. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry, Daniel, I'm not trying to get a speeding ticket like you.
I mean, he really wasn't
Running
driving that
75
fast.
miles
Bro, I was
on the way
pulling a
there, though.
40-foot trailer. I was expecting you to be right behind me.
You know, Daniel, I wasn't in as big of a hurry as you were.
I was in a hurry. That's my problem when I go riding. I want to get there.
Don't get me wrong, I want to get there, but I'm just not interested in getting a speeding ticket. I've already had one of those. They gave me a
God, I
super
don't-
speeder in Sonoy, or very close to one. So that $300 ticket, I'm not interested in getting another one.
What was it, City of Sonoma?
I
Ain't
will
got nothing
wreck
else
you,
to do.
boy. Coming down that hill by the lake, they got me one time.
That's where I was at.
yeah, they're good.
They were sitting. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and they were sitting on the. If you're coming from Peachtree City, they were sitting on the other side of the bridge. No lights on because apparently they don't have to have lights on. Didn't know that, but I got out from behind this car that was running like 25. I laid in it, and I was running about 70. Sure enough, he popped me right then.
You'll have that. Get one tonight now.
Staying here. What you
Oh,
talking about?
all right, then. Yeah, I forgot you don't leave.
So, I have something I want to get some opinions on. I've been saving this. I was going to ask Josh about it at work, but what about the news of Waffle House charging 50 cents an egg now, surcharge, because of egg prices?
A good thing I don't eat eggs like that.
What?
I mean, I do,
You don't
but I
like
don't.
Waffle House eggs? Cheesy?
I mean, I do, but I don't. I
like
mean,
an omelet too.
Yeah, anything that requires an egg is going to be a 50 cent per egg surcharge. So you need to check
I'm
in
going
with
to IHOP.
you need to check in with your guy.
IHOP's got good omelets and stuff.
IHOP is really underrated. They have a lot of good food on their breakfast and dinner menu.
Mhm.
They used to have
It's
these
usually,
monster.
but the problem with the one in Noonan, it's really hood anytime you go in there.
No.
Buy a Toyota.
By Whataburger.
yeah.
Never even seen the water.
Bro, I've seen people cussing
I
each
don't
other
go
out.
around
Like,
that area very much anymore.
It's across from the old O'Charlie's, which is going to eventually be an Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, okay. See, the only one I know of is the one in Peachtree City behind like Taco Mac.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
That's the only one
Like
I've
about-
Oh, the one inside that building,
sports
like
bar.
What's in
inside the
little
strip
complex.
mall. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I forget about that one all the time.
It's pretty nice in there.
Forget about it because I don't want to drive through there.
Good haul from here.
That's the
I'd be closer to going to the one in LaGrange than the one in Peachtree City. Yeah.
Your map's messed up.
I mean, you get off. I'm at exit 35 right there. It's exit 18.
Hey, I guess you say so.
You get better fuel mileage than I do.
I'm not going to IHOP though at all. So
I cook a mean breakfast. My grandma retired from Waffle.
what do you got? A black stone you cooking on?
Or in the house.
Those things.
Where the hell you live? Your truck?
I have a grill, but actually the igniter in the grill went out,
I'll
and
buy you an igniter, man.
Just use
No,
a,
but
use
then
a
the-
lighter. You know.
but the little what you call it that goes over the flames come out. I don't know what that little. Anyway, yeah, it rusted out, and I don't know how because it sat up under a porch.
There right now. People, I feel bad for men that can't grill, and the last person that didn't have one, we all went together and bought him one. So you may end up with a grill.
Wait until the house is built because that's what I'm doing. Like I don't want to have to. The less things I have to move, the better. Like everything in the house that I'm living in right now, the only thing in there that I own are my clothes. Everything else in there does not belong to me, so I don't have to worry about moving any of it.
My wife, she ever leaves me, that's all I got to carry because she furnished it with. She lived at 3 different houses: school, college, and her mom and dad's beds and everything's hers. I just got some clothes.
Just need my clothes.
I tried to build
I
a
need-
bedroom out here, and she wouldn't let me.
Could have just built you a secret, get kicked out of that house. For
Hey, we could.
Out.
I'm pretty sure we can put a upstairs up on this joker.
No.
It wouldn't be that hard.
Above where your razors.
No, you start outside.
Just get another one of those shipping containers out there. Cut some stairs and then cut like an outlet to it right there.
You know, I'm all about shipping containers.
People
and
build
I-
houses out of it.
There's
Yeah,
one on the way to Indian Mountain. It's like 3 together. On the left, it's a
on
mile
the left,
before we turn
yeah.
at that store.
We were going so fast.
It's
I
green.
There, every time we pass it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go fast every time.
Yeah, we're going again this month.
Pretty.
Trying to go the 22nd. Next weekend, I'm going to Kentucky, and the following weekend's riding. So I got to see if I.
22nd, right? 22nd, right? So
Let's
if we
see
got if we got any friends out there that likes to go riding, you got a side by side. Come on.
You don't.
Gotta
It's
have
$20 a seat.
Where can they reach out to you at?
Local Pour, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Text me. My number's everywhere.
Yeah, he loves to talk. Yeah, he's always on the phone.
Texted me 4 times from the time I told him I was on my way here. He's like, ETA. I'm like, Daniel, I'm not using a
Trying to hurry up.
GPS. I
He's
don't
trying to
know.
hurry up, bro.
I know how to get to your house. I mean, I told you I'd be here by 8. I'm trying my best.
We got Indian. We got the eggs. What else you got, Eddie?
Well, back to the eggs. I'm looking for local eggs, so hit us up at the Local Pour on all your socials.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can find you some eggs.
Get you some
Eddie.
chickens.
Bro, I got
That's
some-
what I told
can't
him.
put 'em in the
Oh, yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah.
I got, dude, what road?
I live off of, I don't even know what the
Down the road right here.
yeah.
2 of my customers have chickens on your road. I'll get
Well, hey, that's what I'm saying. I can start saving some containers, but I can't. I'm gonna start hustling these eggs.
Man, damn! I told
I got
Eddie,
$3 for $1.
Eddie you should get some chickens, man.
No. My wife tried that.
Yeah.
No.
I've already been told the first new pet that we're getting when the house is built, we're getting at least 2 chickens.
Oh, Bree's talking about, how old does George need to be to have horseback lessons? You know what that means?
Get that started.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You know what they say about horse people?
Crazy.
You know, they're stupid and crazy. I have horse friends. I can talk crap about horse people.
What am I exit?
My mom is a horse person, and I love her to death. Just a little dumb sometimes.
Anybody that would jump on a 1,000-pound animal is like, hey, this is a great idea.
People ride bulls,
I tried that one time, fell off.
and look at you now.
I think I could do it.
I think you got it.
I think you a baby back bitch.
I think I could do it.
I think you look like you might try to sign up to be the next extra on a Yellowstone.
Get your cowboy hat out of the car. Go get your cowboy hat.
It kind of sounds like a challenge.
You could be, you could be
Got
like
it.
Teeter's new boyfriend. You know what I
I'm
mean?
good. I'm good.
What's your name? Tate or?
I'm
Since,
good.
since her old boyfriend died. Spoiler alert. Spoiler
I
alert.
hadn't even watched it. I've been watching Landman.
Haven't
How is
started
it?
that.
Watch the first 3 episodes, but I don't have whatever it is that it comes on.
Oh, Paramount Plus. If you stream, like we exclusively
most of
stream.
Wait, that one guy, he's like, you got a mouth on you. And he goes, yeah, it's your wife's favorite part about me. Eddie, I'll have you some eggs tomorrow.
That's what I got about the eggs. What else we talking about, Josh? Me and you've been talking a lot about the
Oh,
chatty Noonan, chatty women.
it's been insane, bro.
Oh.
I've been laughing. I think it's funny.
We want to try to get Peter on here.
Oh, I've already got it scheduled.
Oh, perfect.
I don't have a date, but he's coming on.
He's coming on here, perfect. Because I'd like to talk to him about it. But you don't know anything about this, right?
About the Chatty Noonan stuff?
Yeah.
I have Facebook for one thing, and that is Marketplace.
Oh, hey, more power to you.
And
I ended up in
know a
almost
lot of folks that have it
Yeah.
because of that one thing. I can't buy anything. I'm poor. I like to window shop.
got more money. He's got more money than sense. I see the money falling out of his pocket. Josh, pick it up.
I bet I have $2. Nope, look, I even over it. I called it $2 on the dot.
Pay about $2.
Actually, I'll take that back. I have 4 because I got a $2 bill.
You got a $2 bill.
My great grandfather gave that to me when I was
wouldn't
like
give it up then.
10 years old, and told me, he's like, as long as you got this, you'll never be broke.
It makes sense.
He's got a point.
You can probably sell it for 20.
You won't be able to buy a dang thing with it.
I'll tell you, one time I was working at a previous job and I had to do a change order. And, you would think it would go like 1s, 5s, 10s, No, 1s, 2s, 5s, 10s. And so, I thought I was putting in an order for $500 in 5s. I put in an order for $500 worth of $2 bills. We had like $252 bills. Hilarious.
What's up with the chatty page, Josh?
It's just funny. It's ridiculous. I mean, I will say this. Anybody that joined the fake chatty man, you're crazy. You're crazy. Like, y'all fed into it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so funny. Then there was like a horror story page, and then that
was pretty
that
funny
got taken
too,
down. Like people talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Peter said he met with her and everything.
Yeah, they said they met, and allegedly she's going to take down her chatty men group.
Peter has the chatty men of LLC. You understand that, right? Like, this is a real deal.
For some reason, I thought I'd heard that the woman that does the chatty women page reached out to the guy that owns the
Chatty
chatty
men?
men
He
thing.
went to his job and tried to get him fired or something.
See, so I did hear about that.
Yeah.
So, am I understanding
Rugged.
that she made a thing too? Or
Oh, so the way that it went is, so there's this, we saw this podcast or this YouTube video where she did this interview with this lady about it. And the editing on that was just,
It was
if you saw
terrible.
that
It was
video-
terrible.
If you haven't seen that video, it's hilarious because she'll start talking and then it's like edit. It's just so funny. Like you can just see clearly an edit. People even commented on it talking about your editing skills are amazing. But she moved here from California and she was an Army wife. And one of the things that they did out there was they had back then it was Yahoo groups. And it would be like, hey, you could talk in the Yahoo group. But basically, so then whenever Facebook came around, she started making these chatty noon and women, then a chatty yard sale page. And so she thinks that she has the trademark on chatty. You can't use the chatty name, but it's you can't really say that.
you can't trademark a word like
Correct.
Yeah.
that. And I guess, Southside Steve, he's got, come on. He
Come on, yeah.
trademarked that or whatever it is. But,
Yeah.
but even then, he's not charging people if they say it.
So that's her whole deal is she's like, oh, people kept confusing us with you,
I don't
and it's
see
I
how,
don't
though.
see how.
Yeah, I don't
see
see
how. And she would say oh, these people in this group are saying all kind of just
And I never saw
hateful
that.
things of that nature, but
Never saw that.
never saw that.
Never saw that. It's just a bunch of men.
It's just a bunch of men, but if you make a post about Southtown, it's just going to disappear. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
apparently,
okay. That's okay.
apparently, yes, they did meet. She made that chatty men. She's taken that down, and he's agreeing to take down the horror stories page.
No, it shouldn't have. I want to see some rough shit. I want to see what's going on in this here neighborhood.
My brother-in-law commented on there about 4 years ago. We went to ate at Frank's, and we made a comment about Frank's, and then my wife got banned from the group. So
They got all kind of pages though. They got
a bid it to
Is
win
he-
it page.
is he single? Have you heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
My old lady's a part of that one.
Oh, I've had.
I've never.
Friends
Luckily,
been on there.
I'm smart enough not to go on there.
I bet you have.
Huh?
I bet you do have.
I've never been on there.
No, not you. I don't think you're like that, Brownlee. You would.
I know a few guys that we know.
never mind.
Real young man.
He's loyal to one thing, himself.
Facts.
I would agree with that.
What are you if you're not loyal to yourself?
Be like that sometimes.
Be like that.
I got that tattooed on me.
I have that.
I have that on those big jobs.
So we talked about Indian Mountain. I did my thing about eggs.
Man,
Talked about the chatty men.
let's get into the Super Bowl.
Oh, Super
I'm
Bowl.
rooting for the Eagles, baby.
I'm going for the Chiefs.
Don't
Man,
give a dang who wins.
No, I'm tired. The old lady ain't no Swiftie, is she?
With fan audience.
Okay, well, good. I'm over. I'm over it. I'm ready to see somebody else win.
You see more of her on the.
That's what
now
I'm saying.
than you
That's
do
what I'm
anything.
saying.
I
Like,
really wish Jason would come in and play against his brother again, though. That would be cool.
Man, last time they were in there and Jason wasn't in there, and then he was in that suite.
mhm.
He took his shirt off, and then he,
Like a champ.
and he climbed out and was out there with the actual fans.
They got a beer now. It's called Garage Beer.
we should try it one day.
Who, the Kelsey brothers?
Now, let's go get some.
Can't do that. We're kind of busy.
Well, I
right
mean,
now, man.
Maybe not a sponsor, but could be Bottoms Up over here can order you some.
Yeah.
I got a connection up there. I'll get a hold of her.
There you go.
Shannon.
Not a sponsor, but could be, right? I want the Eagles to win.
Yeah,
Just because I don't want to see that three-peat.
Yeah.
I will say
look,
Patrick Mahomes.
Chiefs. I got Chiefs fatigue. But we all know what's going to happen, right? So what's going to happen is they're going to win. Travis is going to come out and retire, and then propose.
No.
And then she's going to say no. And then she's going to write a double album and make billions off of it. And then he's going to unretire the next year.
I hope that happens.
that would be awesome.
That would be awesome just because.
So
No, she's wild.
I mean, she does write a song after every breakup.
I'm telling you, double album. They've been together so long, it'd be a double album.
Dude. All you do is break up with people and write songs.
All of her songs are about how bad she is at picking people to be in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Taylor.
I'm not fucking sorry.
I mean, she does have some good songs.
What are they, Josh? Come
Go
on,
ahead
sing
and
them.
name them for me,
Josh
buddy.
likes-
I can promise you, I don't think I know any of them.
Josh likes Bad Blood. You know, he sings that at work.
He
Because
does.
baby, now we got bad blood, right? You know that.
I know it, but I definitely
Yeah,
do not
you definitely
sing
sing it. What
You're
you sing?
Alexis.
You sing "Shake It Off," right? Whenever
do,
that
I
comes
do.
on, and you're
You're-
like, "Shake it off,
Can you
shake it
video
off."
next time?
I mean, if it goes back on,
Actually, I really do.
he does. I'm telling you, look, she does have some. She has some bangers, man. I'm telling you,
she does.
I mean,
she does.
I'll tell you, I got 7-year-old twins. They love Taylor Swift. You know,
Tell them we'll never be able to pay for a concert for them.
gosh, hey, they saw that concert on Disney. You know, we're good to go. So
It gets right there.
exactly. I was like, hey, you're like front row right here, and you can fast forward to the songs you know. Hey, perfect.
Tired of watching? We'll pause it. You can watch the rest of it tomorrow.
Now I can tell them watching on their tablet.
Better.
Exactly. I don't have to watch that. But anyway, so that's my theory of what's going to happen.
I don't think he's going to propose. Big old Tater getting hot, Josh.
Yeah.
Called him out for singing Taylor Swift. And he got hot.
Hey, what do you call it, Eddie? It's not that my tater's getting hot.
He got sweat.
I'm having menopause.
Oh, that menopause. Oh,
Why
yeah.
are you sweating so much
I
right
don't
now?
know, bro.
Things shake it off.
I'm telling you. So, I mean, like, anyway, she does have some catchy songs.
What else do you listen to?
We listen to B98.5. That's what we listen
Yeah,
to.
we listen to.
No. What do you listen to in the Lexus by yourself?
Let's see.
I've heard you pull up.
What was I listening to when I pulled up?
I'm Boy Bop Bam.
Sounded like K-pop is what it sounded like.
I was listening to "Do Better" by Lil Donald.
Little Dong?
Little Donald.
Oh, I thought they called it Little Dong.
I'm just
probably know that song, but I can't say that.
What was
You probably don't. It's rap.
I mean, I listen to rap.
I'm just glad it wasn't that Quavo,
Oh man,
Teddy Swim song. Man, I hate that song.
I was listening to Lil Boosie when I pulled up. The way I live.
Lil Boosie's where it's at, man.
I like Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie where it's
Bumping
at.
it.
Lil I couldn't even get it out. Lil Boosie and Plies. Listen to them all day.
I was
in the Lexus.
I was listening to That Mexican OT on the way over.
Oh, dude,
Mexico tea
he's
is good,
thugging,
too.
boy. He
With
carries
chicken-
fucking
with chicken
roosters
in
Where's
there.
around.
that chicken? That's what I'm saying. I'm
There's
like, hey, bro,
roosters.
hit me up with them eggs.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor for Mexican OT. Could be. Walk in with that chicken. What's up, son? Indian Mountain, eggs, Waffle House going up on the price. Chatty, Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. We got the Eagles, Chiefs. He don't care.
I hope the
I'm
Eagles
going
win
Eagles.
just because that's not our Taylor Swift.
I heard that they said if Mahomes wins this one, he's going to be the new GOAT, and Tom Brady.
I did hear that.
Tom Brady's got to step aside.
He's not gonna be the GOAT.
That and if they win, it'll be the start of a new dynasty. Kind of.
And did you see where his wife said that everybody picks on him and everybody goes for him?
I mean, he sounded like Kermit the Frog.
Did you see the interview the other day? They're like, do your best Kermit impression. He's like, I'm talking.
I did see that, but that's funny.
Episode of Family Guy, wherever they got Kermit in the swamp playing the banjo. That guy comes up on the boat and he's like, "Excuse me, sir, can you tell me the way to town?" He pulls out the shotgun. He's like, "Back the way you came."
You ready for work tomorrow?
Going to Auburn tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to Auburn tomorrow. So you stopping at Buc-ee's?
Eventually, well, it depends if I have the time. My buddy's riding with me, and he was
Who's your buddy? You get an invite.
What, Daniel? I'm lucky I got invited here.
Actually, he did give you an invite. He said you're more than welcome to ride because he said it earlier.
You go.
And I told you, I said you should go because you could stop. You could go to Buc-ee's. And
Go to Boosie's.
you told me that you stopped at 2 Buc-ee's today.
2 out of 3 we passed. I stopped, and all of them were different. It wasn't the same Buc-ee's. Me and Corey rode from here to Dixon, Tennessee. Then Corey and me were fighting on the way back of, is it faster to go his maps on Android or Apple to go through Atlanta? And it was a 2-minute difference, and we went down to Birmingham and went around that way. But I had Buc-ee's for breakfast, and I had Buc-ee's for lunch.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Brisket tacos.
The good?
I got a good burrito. Good breakfast.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I give it a 9.8.
Man, you give that Buc-ee's food so much.
Dude, it's better.
He
than
does, bro.
You do, man. Like you're just like
He does.
at the top with that.
They do have good brisket. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
Fresh brisket on the board.
I tell you, I had this conversation today.
We did.
Right? So, is it can be great brisket, right? But have you ever had better brisket?
Oh, of course.
So then it can't be a 10. That's what I was trying to tell him.
I said 9.8.
You never had better brisket in a taco anywhere?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
It's a 10.
okay.
So, 2 off?
I hear you. I mean, if it's that good, I mean, if you enjoy
I
it
did see a
much-
guy at lunch today when we stopped the second time. There was a guy who walked up to the guy and was like, "Can I buy pounds of this brisket?" They're like, "Yeah, how many pounds you want?"
sliced or
Either. You can buy.
I mean, did you like on your sandwich? You got a brisket
Oh,
sandwich?
I got chopped today.
Yeah.
I get one of each usually, but I wasn't that hungry.
Because you had the brisket tacos.
Well, that and I didn't move.
I'm getting tired of brisket.
I didn't move out of the front seat of a truck for 12 hours today,
Yeah.
so I didn't,
You didn't
work
really-
up an appetite.
I hear you.
Bread got you, didn't it?
No, the bread's good. I'm not weird like you.
Sitting down, like not at work, but like when we go to Iowa to hunt, so we riding around all the time. Up there. I eat more in that week than I do the entire year. It seems like I do not eat Monday through Friday. I might eat once.
Got a question for you, Matt. Are you gonna put some mounts in your house?
Ounce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Depends on what kind. Depends on what you're talking about here, because that grin
He's talking
tells
about
me,
he's talking about animal mounts.
we're gonna assume that that's what you're talking.
Yeah,
about
that's what
here.
I'm talking about.
I mean, I've
We've
got
had this
I've
conversation.
already got a couple that that are actually mine to hang up already, but I need
Your
to-
wife gonna allow that?
yeah, not really an option.
That's good to me. See, my wife said you got to shop.
I don't have a shop yet, but even when I have a shop, I'm still putting the animal mounts in the house
That's
in the
what I'm
living room where they
saying,
go.
like-
I want a buffalo.
I'll tell you what I loved whenever I
Have to
was
go buy
looking
one
at.
or kill one, Daniel. Sorry, I didn't mean it.
Oh, you're all right. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. Whenever we were because we just bought a house last year. Whenever we were looking and we looked at a house right over here off of Lowry Road, they had mounts in the bedroom, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's really doing it for me." You know,
I bet it was one of my friends. Probably one of my friends.
I don't know. That house is still for sale. I drive past it every day.
Probably one of the mounts.
It just really wasn't that great of a house for the price.
Oh, every house is nowadays.
I hear you.
Biden market. Riding with Biden. Else riding with Biden or just me?
I don't know. I'll probably cut that out.
I was hoping Kamala was going to win.
Okay, Thomas. Wait, was you with us when?
Hoping she was going to win. I ain't going to.
Was he with us that day we went riding? And
Thomas
Thomas,
got his ass beat at the Coliseum. He was over there telling
Matt
all
may
his
have been with
rednecks.
us.
I wouldn't.
He kept going around saying, "Vote for Kamala."
And all the rednecks,
Remember that?
the rednecks are like, "I'm gonna beat your ass."
He's just kidding.
And we were like, "Whoa,
You
stop."
could beat your way out of a wet paper sack. Get your ass out of here.
Oh man,
You know, did you notice on this last ride, all those guys that were coming opposite way as us, they looked at us like we were fucking crazy because we were on the same trail when we passed them?
it's always like
Always.
that.
Because we had like 20 razors and one four-wheeler with us.
Oh, well, that's because they thought we were dumb.
Yeah, because we had a shit ton of people.
We did have a good group
We
this
had a
time.
great group, yeah.
I mean, we could have had more if the people we were actually waiting for to begin with actually rode with us. But
Not gonna
if Tyler had rode with us, I like Tyler.
He doesn't like me.
He's going back this weekend.
He is.
Tomorrow.
I got drinking to do in the morning.
So we're
Got
supposed
what to do?
Drink it.
we're supposed to leave Thursday morning to go to Kentucky to do bourbon tastings. They're supposed to have a winter storm on Wednesday. Oh, I've saved up for it. I paid for it.
Been tasting.
So what are we gonna have to record next Wednesday?
Uh,
Or are you gonna? Or are we gonna skip a week?
we can record Wednesday before I go, or we can do Sunday when I get home.
We'll figure it
I
out.
wouldn't put it. I wouldn't be able to put it out that Monday. We did it Sunday.
I'm just
Yeah.
A life, Daniel. Not everybody can sit
No,
at home while everybody
does
else
take
works
a lot.
for them.
It takes a lot to sit at home too.
It does.
I mean, for that last one, I mean, it took me like 2 hours to edit,
Then it disappeared.
and it disappeared.
Watching
Redo it.
And then I had to redo it. Yeah, it was perfect.
Watching Ben do his editing on his YouTube channel. That was always.
We might need to have that Ben come over here to talk to you about how to do some cameras for over here.
Gosh, are you pouring Crown Blackberry in a Busch Light?
That bush light's probably empty.
Where were you raised at?
I mean, I like to drink. I don't know about y'all, man.
You are staying here. You done cracked that open.
I tell you, that ground gonna put somebody else on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's what happened a couple weeks ago after our podcast. The night of a podcast, Josh.
Oh, we're not talking about it. I'm just trying not to get Rico'd over here.
Me either.
I was going to shout out Ben's YouTube channel, but I don't want to say it wrong.
I'll find it. I'm subscribed.
So am I. I just don't want to sit there.
He's
I was going
not
to shout it out, and I'm like, well, if I shout it out and I'm wrong, then now I'm just a.
Bet none of y'all subscribe to mine.
See right there where it says the local pour, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, which is still around, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Pod.
You haven't put out any video yet.
We're going to.
We're going to.
It's a work in progress.
BMick_122.
That the actual like YouTube name?
I don't know. Looks like it.
Shout out B McBuilt. I mean, there you go. You look that up on YouTube. There's a good chance you'll probably find it.
Look for a ginger guy. He's like 5'4".
I can't remember the last time he posted anything.
Ben is
It's
tall.
my height.
No, Ben is taller than me.
4 months ago. Step his game up. He's going to keep doing that.
Dude's just gonna be.
Apparently, that's a full-time job. I heard.
It is.
Really is.
It is. Rough.
If y'all want me to be honest.
No, we don't. We don't.
I mean,
it is. Plan on trying. I would like to hope that here she and I get married in May. So I mean, we're planning on trying to have one like probably within June, July, maybe. See how that goes.
better hope it's a boy.
Yeah, but you know what's so bad is like we can't come to an agreement on a name for a boy. Which I mean, my name that I came up with was my great grandfather's name. So
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
well, no, but like, how many Georges do you know?
A lot.
I don't know any. I know one George, and he's old enough to
I
be.
know
my
three.
grandfather.
I know three of them. My grandfather, my buddy, and then his dad. He's named after his dad.
So George isn't.
So he's like a George,
Oh.
like a little George.
Hold on, Daniel. Daniel knows two George.
There you go. Like
His wife's grandfather. Wait.
Yeah, but see, everybody you're saying every time is like, oh, so and so's grandfather, so and so's.
yeah, my great grandfather's name was George, and I don't like nobody else in my family's name is George, so we can't come to terms on a name for a boy, but like a girl, it was like that.
We named my daughter Georgia because her grandfather's name was George. So we used George, Georgia. No, I'm not that. I mean, I'm a Georgia fan, but
And that's another reason why you should want the Eagles to win. Half their team is Georgia players on the defense.
all right, place a bet.
I don't gamble.
What's the bet on that?
I'm not betting on it.
$2. Come on.
I'm not putting that on there.
Cause I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad if I should have bet it more.
That happens to me, dude. That happens to me every time. I'm like, hey, let's bet $1,000. The guy's like, no, and I'm like, I got this one. They're like, all right, I'm not betting you. And then the one I had,
No,
won.
I was it last year? I can't remember what year it was, but we played Tennessee. I bet a guy $2,000
Didn't follow through.
on the Tennessee game. Oh, I sent him a text message and everything. $2,000. Georgia won. Never heard from the guy. I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna take the man's money.
You must work at what's that place over there that had damn baby back ribs?
Change Rib Shack.
No, your city, Chili's.
Oh,
Oh,
Smoky Bones.
Smoky Bones.
Call him baby back bitch.
Smoky Bones.
Yeah, we
Is
could.
it still there?
It's good, but it's
It needs to shut down.
I do that. I go to that whatever that
Heads.
Jim and Nick's is.
Oh, Jim and
Jim
Nick's
and
be
Nick's.
smacking, boy. Them
Jim
little
Nick's is good.
biscuits.
They're a little high, but they're good.
And Bree get them biscuits. We get a whole fucking.
So you
tray
can
of
buy the biscuits at Publix and stuff.
If Shane's closed. It's
They
gonna
make
be a
stuff
Bell
with
Street
them all the time.
burritos.
I saw that it closed. What about the place right up the street,
Oh,
Dang?
we got the Grumpy Pig in Moreland. I ate it 2 nights in a row. Ate it for lunch yesterday. They know us by name over there.
You really like
Yeah, the 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give them a 9.9 just because.
I tried them as a food truck. I wasn't that impressed.
Get the kettle cooked nachos. It's kettle chip.
That's what I had. But the cheese sauce was like cheese out of a can, like that kind of nacho cheese. And I'm like, man, you could have went with like a real kind of like good queso. It would have been so much better than that like nacho cheese.
like it.
I'm not knocking you for it, but I mean, to me, I gave it like a 6.2. You know,
Everybody has their opinions.
I mean,
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got
everybody's got one.
I'm probably the biggest one in here.
one. The shortest one.
You're
in
full
here.
of opinions.
Josh, you got anything to add today?
No?
Matt, how was your first experience?
Well, I didn't make a complete fool of myself, I don't think. So I'd say we're doing pretty good.
A few more beers in you. We can keep going.
Hey, I
Yeah,
have
we can't-
nothing to do but go home. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. She does. So,
I don't have to go to work
You
tomorrow.
got a job? He makes you work?
dang, she.
Easy.
Yeah, it's great.
I love going to
I
work.
don't know. My wife. I
I
got
didn't
home.
go to work. I don't know what I do. And I guess that's really sad, actually. But like the days that I like don't go to work because I got rained out or something like that, I literally not function correctly.
levers all day. He acts like he works hard.
I'll have you know, I do a lot more than pull levers.
I mean, doing that, like you sitting there doing that all
you
day.
can't run it. That's why you bouncing around.
Run circles around you.
Oh, you
you
will.
pick a tractor.
I guarantee it. But You know,
What's so bad? Like, that's the thing is, like, people like me that work for small companies. So, like, I'm on the quote unquote pipe crew because we put pipe in on every job that I'm on. We put at least a pipe system in. So I'm on the pipe crew. I'm on the survey crew. I'm on the grading crew. I'm on
lunch crew.
I'm on the ditch crew. Like, I don't even stop for lunch, not because I don't want or have to, or not because I can't, but because I just
not to.
I don't eat lunch.
He drove a tractor from like Smoky Road to Sonoya or something.
We drove one of ours from Hamilton to Grantville, but
Hello, boys.
yeah. So we aren't high on the totem pole like Brent and all them. We don't have a drop deck trailer, so that specific tractor, if we keep the scraper behind it attached, too tall and it'll hit power line.
Rip them down. They replace them.
Threw it right.
Not ours.
But so needless to say, that one, if we take it apart, we take it apart for like those long trips. But if we don't have to, we just.
So due to the analytics, we were looking at the analytics earlier today, and we're international. Just to let everyone know, we got that one stream. It looks like from Russia.
Russians watching.
So I'm telling you,
The drones.
it's those. Well, those are the Chinese, but
Same thing.
no. I mean, if it was Soviet, I'd probably have a couple of duct tape on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got that streams from Russia. A lot of our stuff comes from Spotify. Like a quarter of it comes, like 75% of our streams are on Spotify. About 25% is on Apple Pod. So
There's some non-specified genders out there. 9.3%.
not specified on the genders. Most of our audience male.
Male, 18% female.
28 to 34.
0 to 17 years old, 2.3%.
Hey.
That might be my wife's brother and sister. I don't know.
Talking about your audience?
Yeah, we got a 60 plus, too. Somebody's 60 years old listening to us.
That's probably Gummies.
Oh,
with
that was my
Brands.
dad. He commented on one of them. Never mind. Last night he come over for dinner. He's like, that shit's funny.
I thought it was going to be Gummies for Grands.
Oh, no, she's not 60. She's like 45.
Oh, okay.
She's still young. She's that young.
I don't know how old she is. I just give her a few years to make her happy.
Hey, I'm one of the few Spotify listeners that you have right now. I can't remember how many people you said the last time that you had on Spotify. But
I don't know. Spotify didn't get it.
We got over 50.
Yeah, we got over 50 because
50
it's sent me a
Spotify.
thing the other day.
Yeah. Like downloads total, and then combined probably like 300 plus YouTube.
We got to keep growing.
I mean, it's going to grow if we just keep putting them out every week.
When we get the chatty men over here, I guarantee you we'll have some.
Oh, we'll have a good audience.
Video's even gonna make it better.
We're working on a lot of stuff. We're going to get it going.
guests in my pocket. One of them is going to be a wild ride.
And we need to get Evan over here.
Who the hell is Evan?
Evan, the guy we went riding with, the one we added on Facebook. Cody's friend.
Oh, your buddy.
Yeah.
He looks like you.
He does not look like.
which
Remember
one?
him?
Which one?
Two different skin complexions.
Cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I didn't like. We didn't have like a whole of conversation or whatever. But what little bit of conversation, I was like, this guy's cool. I like this guy.
I want y'all to know that I went and creeped on his Facebook. That Razor you saw that he was riding was beat to shit.
Oh heck yeah!
He bought it in like June.
Not surprised.
It
Did
is
you see
beat-
the way he was driving?
Yes.
Driving like Brownlee?
He only had two-wheel drive.
No, he's worse than me.
He drives like somebody who, I mean, flat out does not care.
See, I kind of care.
I mean, I care
kinda
enough.
Him.
He is. I like him though.
I saw the video that you sent me of Josh just standing there laughing at the guy.
Oh no,
He was like, that Joker
I'm
was
sorry.
so funny.
He's only had it since October 26th.
Last year.
Yes, like a few months ago, and it's been on a ride.
I mean, I've watched him when we were at Heroes. Cody was going up and down or whatever, and right when we were getting ready to leave, all you hear is what? Because he didn't have a muffler on there.
He's straight
I mean,
pipes.
straight up the hill, and then he got to the top, it hung up, and he stopped, and he went back.
I don't go up hills. I'm a retired rider.
It don't bother me.
Josh just hits trees.
Yeah, I just hit.
After I get that stuff tomorrow, I'm gonna want to do more stuff than I have been.
Good. Corey bought one today, and he's going to do it with you.
Four-seaters do have a little bit more of an advantage, but I'm down to do some fun stuff still. I like doing fun stuff.
I think I'm just gonna watch.
You're going to
Bottom.
ride too.
From the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. I'll do stupid stuff.
I don't do stupid stuff. I just like to hit hard trails.
He likes to hit rocks on God's path. He'd snap his fucking finger.
that's different. Cheap parts give you cheap results.
I think you get a good mechanic. Had it fixed.
You need to work.
We'll have to get Ben over here pretty soon before he has the baby.
Got let's see, the baby's due in April.
We got time.
Got about a month.
We'll get him in with the next 3
Got about like 5 episodes.
They're supposed to have the baby right after Dylan and Brittany's wedding, I think. But
Speaking of weddings, I got your invitation on my fridge in there, and I look at it every single day. You're the one with the dog picture, right? Dog in the picture.
Dogs in the
Why does your dog look worried? You beat your dog. Dog's like,
we were trying so hard to get the dog to look at the camera, and all I could do is I'm like, look at the camera, look over here, and when your dog is spoiled rotten, that dog thinks you got some food. Yeah,
you look scared.
probably was.
Busch Light, Sprite, and Crown Blackberry. Not a sponsor,
I'm
but
telling
definitely
you.
don't need to be either.
I'm telling you that Busch Light's gone.
It is.
Yeah, he's just using that.
He's
He
just
does.
using it as a canister.
I need to
Yeah,
get you some cups. Oh, wait. You can get the cups.
Need to just get one of
You
those-
could have used
There
that
is
Dale
a-
Earnhardt cup right
here.
there.
Hey,
Hold on.
praise there, raise hell, baby. Number 3.
It was Raise Hail Praisedale.
Depends on where you're from.
Yeah.
Downtown Noonan or Harrelson. I guess that's it for this week, guys. We been through a lot of it. Gotta save some for next week.
I know who's gonna be our guest next week. I mean, Matt, you always
Be coming back.
you always more than welcome to come back, man.
If I'm wanted here, I'll be here.
I mean, these
I
guys.
say
These. I would say this is probably the best that I've got out of these two guys.
Because we got somebody that talk. Nathan, he's actually sitting on my couch right now watching my
Yeah.
TV.
Is that the guy that was supposed to be here?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
we
what's
had
that?
an episode that recorded, but he talked so low, and then the microphone. I mean, it just.
He was like,
So none of it picked up. And so basically we had like an hour plus on audio, and then I couldn't use any of it because we couldn't hear him. So that's why we had to re-record that. That's why we missed that 1 week. Then he just wanted to be a bitch about it.
shout out Nathan for being a bitch.
Yep.
That's your right hand man.
I'm actually going to go tell him here in just a second when we go in the house.
get his ass to work.
He was supposed to come out here tonight. He said that he was going to come make funny faces and mess us up, and he never showed up.
You told me your old lady was going to be out here, so I brought mine.
No, I said they can hang out in the house and we can sit out here. Just
I'll take your word on that one. No more.
go in there. Don't worry. There's Fireball in there.
Doing
These
that.
are Fireball.
Not a liquor guy.
Hmm.
I drink liquor and I don't do very smart things.
I feel you. I feel you on that.
You're drinking it right. Did you taste the mud out of that bottle yet?
I tell you something. I'm pretty
some
sure.
mud.
I'm pretty
That
sure.
stuff is good. I took a swig of it whenever you brought it to India in
Like
that
4
one time.
bottles in the house.
Doesn't like
I
Crown
forgot what
Vanilla.
I was about to say.
Y'all were closing out, and I just keep.
I was fine. He's the only one that's got to do something more.
I would go to work tomorrow, but we ain't allowed.
I
To
tried to
work.
get him. I tried to get him to come to work tomorrow.
How many trucks I got tore down?
Got 2 trucks torn down. I tried to get him to come to work. Our supervisor was right there, and I was like, "Oh, I guess you just got to come in tomorrow to work on that." Ain't no coming in. Ain't no coming in tomorrow.
But
The time is out.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that all my parts just pop up out of nowhere on a Friday?
But they're the wrong parts anyway. So,
Yeah, they. Well, the one is.
Well,
the axle was.
but that harmonic balancer, I guarantee, is probably going to be wrong.
Is it Cummins?
Yeah.
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 I've been waiting on an axle since last week.
Yeah, you've been waiting on that balancer for longer than that
Yeah, like 2
because you
weeks,
had
I
that
think.
broke down first, and then
Mhm. Just sitting there.
anyway, regardless.
He'll get to it next week, Monday.
Yeah, my
And
mentor,
he'll be-
my mentor will be there, so he probably gonna do it for me.
Who's your mentor?
You'll have,
Ricky.
something,
Ricky.
you'll have something to talk about on the
Yeah.
next.
Oh, I talked to Mike Brown today, but I'll tell you about that in a little bit.
Okay, I asked Zach about him.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for joining us and listening to us. As always, you can see us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
And always, I'm Brownlee, and I want to thank my guest Matt for showing up today.
And thanks for having me.
He showed up with Chick-fil-A for himself, nobody else.
Didn't ask.
Hey, Chick-fil-A.
What'd you
now.
get from Chick-fil-A? Listen, I'm a food guy. That's
Shout
I
out
mean,
Chick-fil-A. Not a sponsor, but they definitely need to be.
They definitely could be. We love Chick-fil-A around it.
I don't really have any favorites for Chick-fil-A. I like pretty much everything.
yeah. So where'd you stop at that one in Sonora?
Yeah, I guess it would
They
be.
mess mine up every time.
I got a sandwich.
Just a classic standard sandwich.
Yeah, a sandwich, no pickles, American cheese.
No, get the tenders, get sriracha sauce, put them in a Ziploc bag, shake it up, and put ranch on it. Boy,
I was driving.
I can. You got Hawaii.
You ate when you got here. Don't hit me when you were driving.
She ate hers on the way
I
here.
hooked you up with that. Dude, I ate Chick-fil-A an hour ago. I
Oh
can
my
hook you with
god,
everything.
this guy. Brisket, Chick-fil-A. I mean,
I ate Chick-fil-A 4 times a week.
Ate this morning.
I have 37,000 Chick-fil-A points.
what's your lifetime Chick-fil-A point balance?
Listen,
Well, this one is different from my last one because I lost 30,000 points.
see what mine is. Mine's like
How you look that up?
All right, so go to the Chick-fil-A app. Don't have the app.
need to
First
get
of
the app.
all,
Out on all that one.
First of all, if there's a food app of any kind,
52,035.
I have it.
You got how many?
2,000.
I got 80,395.
But you use your points.
I only got 43,138
I got 562,472,000.
Because he's rich.
because he's Chick-fil-A rich.
Because I don't have the app.
I'm saying
Dude, you get free food. Get
I
that.
know, but I don't go to Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I do.
My kids live off of it.
Look, when I had my DUI, bro.
He's not a good.
Because you were walking there?
No. Ooh, not
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Oh.
What that
DoorDash,
cost?
man.
$30.
Hell yeah. I mean, it was like,
$30 for one
it
sandwich?
was like 30 to 40 bucks.
I
He gave me
appreciate the
$20
hustle.
and I'd have
Because-
went.
biggest rip.
But I wasn't just
What,
ordering
DoorDash?
food for myself though. I was ordering for like people in the shop and stuff.
I'll go get it.
I
remember working
when I got my DUI. I would just get somebody to come to the house. I'm like, take my truck. I don't care.
Good DUI. Yeah. I quit drinking and driving.
That's why I stay here all the time.
I
What you
got-
talking
That's
about?
why he don't drink liquor no more.
I wasn't even drunk when I got one. That was so bad.
I wasn't either.
I was 20 years old and I got pulled over, and I mean I didn't have any sense at all, but I blew a .05. I had been
Back in
Like,
my day.
It depends.
Where was that at? Peachtree City?
Probably.
that was on Lower Felton Road.
Noonan.
I got pulled over.
That's why you went to jail, Noonan.
Home from. Were you with us when we coming home from Wild Bill's in my truck and the beer cans were flying out of the back
Yep,
of the truck
I
hitting the
was.
cop car and I got
Yep.
pulled over after drinking all night
Yep.
and he made me do a sobriety test and said I passed it and get back in the truck and go home and I did. I was out. I was gone. He said keep your beer cans in the truck. I said what do we do? Hold them?
Put them in the truck with
Fuck.
you.
That's a way to set me up. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining.
We'll see you next time.